What's up, y'all? It's Spicy AF. I'm back with another spicy topic. Hit that thumbs up, like this video. Also, follow my Twitter. It's Spicy AF and at SpiceTSpill on Instagram. Here's my picture. Subscribe and share. Oh, the water is getting too hot for Diddy, y'all. Among the 73-page lawsuit from Lil Rod, his producer, that he's dealing with, information is constantly coming out. It's getting so awful for him, y'all. It's just explosive information, y'all. Diddy might be in more hot water. Actually, he is. Because FBI, Federal Homeland Security, whatever you want to call them, they are digging into Diddy's past, especially when it comes to the 1999 shooting at a club in New York City with Diddy, his artist SHYNE, at the time his girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, who y'all know as JLO. Y'all, the victim of this case has spoken out. You gotta hear what she has to say. Take a look.
Hey, how you doing? So, here today about this latest lawsuit with the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, whatever you want to call him, lawsuit that has come out involving the producer Lil Rod. So basically his last two lawsuits, or last two major lawsuits, the one with Cassie, she made mention that Puffy made her carry his guns into nightclubs and wherever they went. And he threatened her to make her feel like she had to do so. And while there were lots of things of importance, that stood out to me. And I'm going to tell you why. In this lawsuit with the producer Lil Rod, they were both SA'd by him and threatened and physically harmed. But in this lawsuit, he appears to be a very young producer to me. But he said something very specific. As a means of threatening him, Puffy said, that's why I shot up the club in New York back in 1999 and let SHYNE take the fall for it. Let me tell you why that's of utmost importance to me. Because I am the woman who he shot in the face in that 1999, December 27th, 1999, Club New York shooting. I have told everyone ad nauseum since then, even the surgeon who did the surgery to take the bullet. I got shot in my face with a 9mm hollow point bullet called a cop killer. I literally have told everyone and never changed what I said. I watched him. I got pow-powed in the face. I watched him fire the gun. I've said it all this time. Even the surgeon who did my surgery to take out part of the bullet fragments that was aspirating into my lungs and try to remove as many bullet fragments as possible testified in the criminal trial that while they were putting me under, I was screaming, Puffy, pew pew me in the face. He testified in the criminal trial. It is in the record. They all knew he did it. Everybody knew he did it. But he paid off the club bouncer named Sharice and all these other people and the club owners with their video to hide the video. That's his MO. I told everybody that. This man almost took my life, has traumatized my life, has caused undue harm, irreparable damage to my life, lied his behind off. I've had all these youngins on the internet harassing me, swearing that I'm making it up that he did it. And look what he did to Lil Rod. He threatened him. Oh, you don't think I bust my gun? I shot up the club in Club New York and let SHYNE take the fall for it. I shot them people. Well. It only took 24 whole years for it to come out. You see this tattoo? This commemorates me getting shot. It took 24 years for him to come out and say it. I've been saying it all along, but y'all pick and choose who y'all want to believe. Oh, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet.
As you can hear, Natanya is saying that she witnessed the person that shot her. She know who shot her, y'all. And we about to get into all of that. We got to go back to 1999 when everything was fresh, because there was a whole lot of BS going on. SHYNE ended up doing 10 years. He took the fall. And you know, this is bittersweet because I like Diddy. I don't get no bad vibes, even though he is bad boy. It's difficult for me to actually hold him any type of accountable, because I actually am a fan of Diddy. I always was. I admire his hard work and his dedication. I admire what he does, what he brings. I admire Diddy, everything he dance. You know, even when he raps, he got his own swag. I've seen the pictures and the videos of his parties that he throws. Very extravagant. He puts money into it and he just does it very nicely. So as a fan, it's not easy in this position, but y'all, I gotta get into these details because it's getting ugly. So as you heard, Natanya talked about who she saw actually popping her in 1999. But there's a lot of other very, very sketchy things happening. Those charges that was against JLO and Diddy and SHYNE, those were state charges. The charges was pressed for JLO and for Diddy. Diddy was acquitted. He ended up getting acquitted. JLO, the charges was dropped.
Alright, so let's give you the why. I need the why before I can get the what. So, why was this whole situation happening in the first place? Why did this woman, this victim, Natanya, get shot? Why were there 2 other witnesses who were wounded? Well, Diddy, JLO, and SHYNE was in a nightclub. There was a man who went by Scar that night. They saying that one of the artists, don't know which one, knocked over Scar's drink. Scar, he was a little gangster boy, so he didn't like it. They got into an argument. He got into an argument with Puffy. Seems like he pretty much targeted Puffy. He threw money in Puffy's face, and it just got volatile from then.
This is a federal investigation now, so it's very possible that we have another open case. And when you think about the feds, as Law and Crime puts it, they don't go after the small fries. They go after organizations, corporations, thousands and millions of dollars being exchanged. That's when they get involved, when there's state to state transactions or people moving from state to state. That's when they get involved. So the charges back then, they were on a state level, and in order for them not to be charged, JLo and Diddy, to be charged double jeopardy, the feds can charge them with other types of charges so that it won't be double jeopardy. Look at what happened to R. Kelly, y'all. The same situation. They can go ahead. They're trying to get him for RICO. They're trying to say that he put together an organization in which he designed to go and get sex workers, and to, even with the accusations of Diddy being with minors, y'all. Oh my gosh, there's so much explosive information. Let's get into 1999 and go back to some of the case report at that time.
The lead detective in the investigation of the shooting that caused Sean Puffy Combs, Jennifer Lopez, and Jamal Shine Burrow to flee Club New York on December 27th testified on Wednesday that witnesses rushed him into holding a crucial ID lineup. Detective Arthur Cadigan also told Manhattan Criminal Court that he was under pressure from the DA's office to speedily gather evidence. The DA attorney was prodding him to go as fast as humanly possible. Prosecutor Matthew Bogdanis said it was the pressure and a threat by 3 witnesses who identified Burrow as the shooter to end their cooperation with the cops that caused Cadigan to hold lineups before Burrow's attorney could arrive to represent him. Burrow's attorneys claimed the lineups violated the rapper's Sixth Amendment right to a lawyer. They said one of his lawyers had called the Midtown South Station House earlier that day to ask that nothing more be done with his client. This call was ignored, y'all. Burrow's lawyers say, and on the basis the lineup evidence should be thrown out. Cadigan's Testimony came on the final day of arguments and hearings prior to the trial of Burrow Combs and a bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones. Burrow is charged with attempted murder, assault, reckless endangerment, criminal use of a firearm, and criminal possession of a weapon. Jones is charged with felony gun possession, as in Combs, who also faces one count of bribing a witness, allegedly with a diamond ring given to him by Lopez, his girlfriend, who was not charged. All three have pled not guilty. These 3 people were wounded in the shooting. The district attorney argued that Burrow did not request a lawyer on the afternoon of the shooting and that his right to counsel must be balanced by the need of the police to hold a lineup if it becomes impossible to do so in the future. One of the 3 witnesses had been in the station house since 4:30 a.m. and she said she would leave if a lineup was not held by 5 a.m. The second witness was sick and the third didn't want to stay in the precinct long at all. Codigan said, "Police do not have the right to detain witnesses." Judge Charles Solomon hinted, as he has done before, that he might have some sympathy with Burrow's case. Burrow's attorney, Murray Richmond, has produced a Sprint cellular phone record showing that another lawyer, Ian Niles, who also represents DMX, called police between 1:49 a.m. and 1:54 a.m. on the day of the shooting. Now, during that time, Scar, the guy that was arguing with Diddy, the reason why the whole shooting went left in the first place, he had left. He pled, right? So they finally tracked him down. He was in Maryland, and as we see here, reading an ABC News article, police find missing witness in Puffy case, and this is February 22nd, 2001. Prosecutors rested their case today in the gun possession and bribery trial of Sean Diddy Combs, but they might not be finished yet. Police have located a key witness who had been on the run. Matthew Scar Allen, who allegedly argued with Combs before the December 1999 shooting that led to the charges against the rapper, was tracked down in Maryland on Tuesday night after being missing since the interview with prosecutors on January 3rd, said a detective who testified today. Manhattan, New York, Supreme Court Judge Charles Solomon reserved judgment on whether or not to allow Allen to testify. Attorneys for Combs and 2 other defendants have yet to present their cases. Combs, 31, is accused of illegal gun possession and bribery stemming from the December 27, 1999 incident at Club NY in Times Square. 4 prosecution witnesses have testified they saw a gun in Combs' hand that night, and the hip-hop mogul's driver also described how Combs allegedly tried to bribe him with $50,000 to say the gun was his. 4, y'all. 4. Remember that? 4 witnesses said they saw Diddy with that weapon. And then he has bribery charges. $50,000 to say the gun was his. His driver is claiming. Not only that, another witness was offered Jennifer Lopez's ring. She bought Diddy. He was offering the ring to somebody for them to, I guess, disappear. I don't know. Combs' bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones, 34, is also charged with gun possession and bribery. A third defendant, Jamal SHYNE Burrow, 21, is accused of attempted murder. Detective Arthur Codigan testified today that he had chased Allen all over the country in the past few weeks and found him in Maryland. Allen, 29, who failed to appear in Brooklyn court on an unrelated gun charge last month, would have to be extradited from Maryland to testify. Eyewitnesses have testified that Allen screamed at Combs, "I'm gonna kill you," before someone in Allen's group hurled money as an insult at Combs, a top record producer whose empire includes Bad Boy Records and the Sean John clothing line. Okay, according to the testimony, shooting then erupted in the chaos and 3 bystanders suffered gunshot wounds. Combs and his entourage, including his then girlfriend, pop star actress Jennifer Lopez, fled the scene and were chased down by Popo. Now let me tell you guys, we already talked about it. Scar, the one in the argument, he died after this incident. He ended up getting shot in the head. So, like I said, there are rumors that Diddy and them did it. I can't say that, because if you look at the man's character, according to Michael Rodriguez, the writer who was shot by people that was after Scar, yeah, they were looking for Scar and shot Michael Gonzalez because they thought it was him. They later came back, finished the job, ended his life. So, but we have more people saying that they were bribed. I mean, even when you look at SHYNE's interview with Drink Champs, he gives a lot of love, shows a lot of love to Diddy. He gives a lot of credit to Diddy for where he is today, supporting him, being a politician, and believes where he's from. But even when you listen honestly to the interview, SHYNE struggled, he said, with through trauma and through the years, he has struggled with his relationship with Diddy. He says he forgive him, but there are times when he does struggle. Why? Inadvertently, is he admitting again that he didn't do it? He was given $1 million towards his campaign in Belize by Diddy. And I think Diddy also helps him as well. Like I said, they was trying to stop him from being able to be a politician due to his felony past. Diddy fought hard for him. So he calls Diddy his brother. And that's the character I do like about Diddy. If these allegations are true, I respect the fact that he tries to right his wrongs in some way. But yeah, that is the 1999 case in a nutshell.
Diddy and JLO actually left the scene after that incident happened. They ran. Does that look guilty to you? Does that look like people trying not to face the music? The cop who arrested JLO and Diddy, he did an interview with Vlad TV. Now, what I find very suspicious, he spoke about artists, rappers, and cops in their relationship. He said that he's cool with a lot of rappers. He did make it a point to say he arrested them, but he believed that SHYNE did it when he was asked by Vlad. Now, I find that strange, because why you arresting JLO and SHYNE, JLO and Diddy, he was already suspicious. And then for him to say to us that he's cool with other rappers, that to me sounds like being paid off. That's hush hush. That's like, you playing nice and you are allowing people to get away with stuff. How you cool with the rappers that get into this dispute? He might be caught out again with these new charges. These specs that the feds got on this lawsuit is crazy. They said that they never saw this. I've heard people, lawyers and stuff, they say they've never seen it where you have a lawsuit with such details. Even the judge in New York told Lil Rod that his lawsuit was too much repetitive information. Was this all a part of the setup? Yes, Cassie got her lawsuit and the whole situation went away. She got paid off. Diddy wanted to hurry up and quiet that whole storm right away. But it's rumored that she may be called as a witness in this federal case that's going through. So for y'all who is wondering, does the feds have anything? Will there be an investigation? You late. Imagine that. What y'all think? Let me know. Leave your comments. Hit that thumbs up. Like this video. Subscribe. And stay tuned because we got more to come. Peace.